Hello, very good day to you. Welcome to your latest weather update brought to you by the Met Office. Whilst it's quite a cloudy picture across southern parts of the UK today, a much brighter story further north, particularly northern England into Northern Ireland, some decent sunny spells. Yes, there's some cloud across parts of Scotland and also a scattering of showers, particularly towards the northwest, where we have some blustery winds too. But in the south, a grey, murky day here. The cloud will be thick enough for some outbreaks of drizzly rain as well. Despite that though, it's still relatively warm. Not as warm as it was earlier on in the week, but temperatures reaching highs of 19, possibly 20 Celsius, and a bit of a muggy feel to things here too, but cooler further north, many places here getting to highs of around 12 or 13 Celsius. We have a deep area of low pressure waiting to the southwest of the UK, and it's this that's going to push its way northeastwards as we go through the end of Thursday, through Thursday night and into Friday. As a result, through Thursday night it is going to turn increasingly wet and windy across much of England and Wales as this heavy rain pushes its way in. We also have a low pressure system towards the north of the UK, so that's going to bring some blustery winds and allow for some showers to push their way southwards across parts of Scotland and perhaps into Northern Ireland as we head towards dawn on Friday too. It's also going to bring some colder air in from the north, and so across some parts of Scotland, in the sheltered glens perhaps, we could see temperatures dropping into the low to mid single figures, a much milder story further south. Friday then is going to be a wet and windy day across much of England and Wales. Some heavy rain could cause some problems on the roads during Friday morning rush hour, and it's likely to stay very wet as we go through much of the day. Some high totals building up, particularly over the Welsh mountains, but even further south, as we go into the afternoon, there's the risk of some heavy thundery downpours perhaps, which could cause some problems on the roads and some localised flooding as well. Further north, with that high pressure, it's staying windy towards northern parts, and we're going to see some showers filtering their way southwards. So although there will be some bright sunny spells around, we're also going to see the chance of some winteriness over the higher ground of Scotland, with a little bit of sleet or snow perhaps, though that's not that unusual for the time of year. Again, a real marked contrast in our temperatures as we go through Friday. Colder air across northern parts, and so some places may struggle to get into double figures. A different story further south though. Here temperatures may even be a little bit higher than today, highs around 21 or 22 Celsius, but in the wind and the rain, it's not going to feel that warm. Let's take a closer look at the warning, which was updated earlier today. You can see it covers much of England and Wales. We're likely to see some pretty high totals building up. There's the risk of some flooding, disruption to travel. The highest rainfall totals likely to be over the Welsh mountains, but as I mentioned before, there is the risk of some heavy thundery downpours affecting southern parts. That could cause some problems as we go through evening rush hour. As we look towards the weekend, and colder air is going to become more widespread, pushing down from the north, and so it is going to feel markedly colder than it has done recently for many areas. There will be a lot of sunny weather around, particularly on Sunday, but on Saturday many places at risk of seeing a few showers, and these could be a little bit wintry at times still across those mountains in the north. I'll have a more in-depth look at the weekend forecast in our weekend video, which will be available on our YouTube channel later on this afternoon. Otherwise, you can keep up to date across the forecast over our social media channels. I'll see you later.